Hey everyone, my name is Alex and this is my friend Liam.
Hey.
Right now I'm doing like a full month of topics for mostly related to trans guys going into the backcountry on camping trips. And we just did a couple weeks ago, or maybe like a month ago.
Yeah.
Now we did a 100-kilometer trip. It was pretty intense because we did it in 4 days. And anyway, I want to talk a bit about the decision to bind or not in the backcountry. And I had to get Liam to talk about this because I'm not binding anymore. Okay, so I guess the first thing is the decision whether to bind or not while going on such an intense trip. So what was your thought process in relation to that?
I debated it for a long time. Leading up to the camping trip, I was wondering if it would be safe for me to bind out there because I knew I would be doing a lot of activity, a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of repetitive motions, and a lot of cardio. So I was kind of on the side of, is it safe for me to do it? Am I going to feel comfortable out there? So I was thinking about it more, and the more I explored the ideas of either not wearing something underneath or wearing a sports bra, I was like, I'm probably not going to feel comfortable. I decided to bind, and I have a binder from GC2B, and that's the one that I wore out there. It was a full-length one, although I've cut it into a tri-top now because it's really hot today.
Do you wish you would have done that on the canoe trip?
It didn't really bug me too much, to be honest. I feel like, because I usually like sweat a lot in my lower back, I felt like it kind of like pulled that away and like took it away
like
from me.
working.
With this, it's a little different because I'm wearing like a really thick cotton shirt, so it's kind of staying in there.
So did you feel like you made the right choice?
I definitely think I did. When I was out on the trails and like carrying things, and when things, weird to say, but when things would like fall onto my chest, or if I was wearing a life jacket, I felt so much more comfortable and like and like I had this safety blanket, like you were mentioning earlier. I didn't feel overly heated, and like the really good thing about this binder that I took out there, it has synthetic material, so it takes the moisture away from your body, and it really like allows for a lot of movement and motion in your upper torso. I don't find it overly constrictive.
As compared to the tri-top, or what was the Underworks one you tried?
Yeah, I had a full-length Underworks binder previous to that, which definitely wouldn't have made it out because it's a lot. I find it's a lot more rigid and a lot.
Well, I have never tried
warmer.
the GC2B, but I did try those full-length Underworks ones, and I had a hard time with those, even just like sitting still.
And I would get like these like kind of like cuts into my sides when these ones, even the seams aren't as like big, I find, as the Underworks, so it doesn't really annoy me all that much.
I didn't even think about like chafing and stuff. You didn't have any of that?
No, not at all, which is really surprising. Like I was really surprised by the end of the trip that there was no
Yeah,
issues
because
at
I would be personally worried about like sweat getting accumulating and then like really having a bad like chafing situation, you know?
Yeah, which is what I was thinking about too. But like I said, the fabric really like took that moisture away from my skin, and even when I got wet, when it was raining, when I fell in the lake, all that stuff, it dried really, really quickly. Just from being on my skin, I kept it on and dried the rest of my clothes, and it dried out perfectly fine and was all good.
That's awesome. Are you going to show it?
Oh yeah, I was going to see what the fabric blend was. It does have cotton in it, surprisingly. Oh, actually, it's the binding part that has the cotton in it, sorry. And then the rest is nylon and spandex. So yeah, I didn't feel overly hot, even though there is some cotton like around the more restrictive areas.
But that's like more breathable too, so it's a good mix.
Yeah, nylon, spandex, you can't go wrong.
Do you have any like tips for people who would choose to do it?
Tips, sure. I would probably suggest wearing the binder. Don't go out and buy a binder and then go on a trip with it. Try to feel it out first. Like I usually work out in my binder as well, and I don't really feel too constricted. Like I do weightlifting and stuff like that, and I feel pretty good in it. So I was I was pretty certain that it would be okay when I went out there, but obviously I went through the whole debate. Yeah, get a feel for it, see what's comfortable, what's not, coordinate it with different clothing. Like for me, I usually liked to wear a tank top underneath like a loose fitting button up synthetic shirt just to kind of keep cool. So for me, just having the binder underneath it allowed me to take off my shirt, just have the binder there as a tank top, and just be able to have that layering of clothing and to take it off if I needed to cool down. Take it off at night, obviously, which is what I did, just to kind of give yourself a little bit of breathing room, be able to breathe better. I mean, it didn't really affect my breathing when I was wearing my binder, but I just figured it would be better for me just to kind of take it off at night, because, you know, you're in the seclusion of my hammock or whatever, so it's not really a big deal.
And so, like, I know, like, you chose not to go swimming. Do you think it would be, like, something doable to wear that binder if someone did choose to swim?
I would
or
think
like,
so.
would you have to bring another one, maybe?
If you were gonna swim in it, if it's a hot day and you have some time to kind of still be out in your binder for it to dry off, then I don't see any reason why you shouldn't bring just the one binder. I've also contemplated a lot wearing the binder to go swimming. I have a black one and a gray one. I would wear the black one with just some swim trunks. I didn't choose to go swimming during the canoe trip because I was like, don't really want to get wet again. I fell in the lake and blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to err on the side of caution and stay dry. But I definitely would swim in it, for sure.
I wish that these kind of binders were around when I was binding. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful in some way. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. And I'll be back next week with another trans, mostly FTM catering topic. See ya.